Hello, and welcome everybody to today's event here of the Kokomo Nationals here for $100 or sorry, excuse me, 100 laps here at Kokomo, Indiana's finest dirt oval here. I'm joined in the broadcast booth by nobody here on WORC TV as we got a little bit of a late start. The normal broadcaster here who would be broadcasting the Kokomo Nationals tonight is unfortunately unavailable, so I've had to hop out of the driver's seat. I was actually registered to even race this thing and hop in here to the broadcast booth for tonight's event. So 100 laps, I broadcast this race last year, and I was actually really excited to participate in it this year. Unfortunately, that does not seem to be the case. However, good news is we're already done with qualifying here, and we're going to be able to hop into the starting lineups here. As these guys roll around the track for pace laps, let's take a look here at what happened in hot laps, or should I say qualifying here. Quick time tonight, Desmond Busby with a 12.168. Derek Keltner was P2 in quals. Then we had Justin Benningfield, Gene Wolfe, Scott Smith, Ethan Harrison. Good run for him. Josh Patterson, Corey Boudoir, Ryan Martin, Chris Brown, Jay Mulder, Zachary Brooks, Ryan Zabot, Joshua Pack, Sean Leisure, and of course myself. I didn't put down a qualifying lap there. As these guys pace around Kokomo Speedway. Here's some admins there. Jay Mulder directing them as the green flag drops here. Busby, Benningfield. Here on a very tacky Kokomo early on. Busby goes for the slide job. Gets crossed up by Justin Benningfield there, and that'll put him out front early on. Josh Patterson all the way up to P3. As Busby goes back for the slide job, puts it in the outside fence there. Justin Benningfield holding on here. These guys are actually in the championship battle at the moment here. Benningfield catches the outside wall pretty good though. Here comes Busby again. He's going to throw a nice little slide job there into the corner. We'll see the run that Benningfield gets off the corner. He'll cross him back over. Some great racing so far here for the lead. Back here for P3, Scott Smith, Ryan Zabot, and Josh Patterson in a battle there. Patterson with quite a bit of left side damage. Back up front though, lap 3 of 8, coming up 4 here. Benningfield, oh, he gets turned by Busby going into the corner. What a save by Benningfield, but unfortunately that will cost him the heat race lead, and that allowed Scott Smith to close in a little bit. Smith is going to dive it way deep into the corner there. It's not really going to persist any further than P3. Benningfield, unfortunately, needed those key championship points over Desmond Busby. Josh Patterson, a third championship contender here, struggling a little early on here, running P5. As with just a few laps to go here, Busby rolling the top side right here at Kokomo. Right rear all over that cushion, as this is a very tacky racetrack. Kokomo very top heavy when it's tacky like this. I expect the track to move towards the bottom of the racetrack early on. As you can see, that cushion hasn't quite moved all the way to the outside wall to the point that, well, it doesn't exist anymore. So we'll see how this track progresses through the night. But Desmond Busby off of 3 and 4. He's going to take heat race number 1 here. Benningfield will end up P2 after that contact. Scott Smith P3, Ryan Zabot P4, Patterson spins it out P5. Give us just a moment here. We're gonna pull up the stream starting soon graphic for just a moment. My apologies for that. Like I said, it was a quick jump here into the broadcast booth from the driver's seat here, and unfortunately, I didn't. Apparently, when you mute driver's chat with the new update, something happened, and it unmuted it. So loading in there, we could hear pretty much everyone in the chat. Luckily, this is a quiet group of guys, so we're doing all right. Looks here like Derek Keltner will be on the pole for this heat race as driver of the 55 or 500, excuse me. We're rolling that 0 scheme tonight. Gene Wolfe to his outside. Ethan Harrison, like I mentioned, he had a good qualifying run. He's had some struggles. Excuse me, sorry. English is hard. He's had some struggles here so far to start the Dirt Late Model Tour season, but he's been here week in and week out, and he put that 77 in a good position. We'll see if he can work a P3 starting spot into a good starting spot for the A main tonight. Like I said, 100 laps here at Kokomo. Personally, my favorite track on the sim. Corey Boudoir lines up 4th, Chris Brown 5th, Zachary Brooks 6th. Joshua Pack will not make the call here for the heat race. Zachary Brooks is a new guy to the league. He's actually cousins with Desmond Busby, who we saw win heat number 1. So we'll see if running fast runs in that family there, but coming off of 4 here, Keltner takes the top for the initial start, and we'll see how he fires off here. Through 3 and 4, Keltner will get the call to the green. Oh, they're already running over each other. Boudoir gets hit. Harrison gets hit. Somebody back there was a little jumpy on the gas pedal. Harrison throws a slide job on Brooks. Trying to get to the top side early on. Harrison up into the outside wall really hard there. Knocks the right front. Lots of chaos back here. Our Chris Brown. He's right back there running the bottom line. Brooks, Harrison, Brown back here. Meanwhile, up front, Gene Wolfe is rolling the bottom lane here. He got passed by Corey Boudoir. And that 034 is up to P2 here on the track. Derek Keltner is gone. Lots of chaos there to start this one off. And Zachary Brooks now moving his way through the field. He's up to P3. As it looks like Ethan Harrison is off the racetrack there. So not a good sign for the 77 team. Zachary Brooks moved himself up to 3rd. Chris Brown up to 4th. Gene Wolfe, he's been rolling that bottom in this entire heat race. And looks like he's just struggling to get the power down. These things are filled up with 28 gallons of fuel. So lots of gas in these cars, lots of weight in the rear end. These things definitely are struggling to turn early on, and they will be struggling to turn early on in that A main as well. It won't be till the track wears out a little bit, slicks off, that this thing will start to turn really well. And you gotta put a lot of fuel in these things to make it 100 laps, and especially to try to be safe to make those 100 laps. So should be fun though. Boudoir, he closed about 3/10 there to Keltner, but just not enough time for him to continue to run him down. As Derek Keltner on the white flag here, coming to the checkered. And Keltner will take heat race number 2 of tonight's events here at Kokomo Speedway. Proceeding 100 laps here at Kokomo. Tonight's Kokomo Nationals is presented with a giveaway per World Online Racing Championship for any iRacing, well, anybody wanting to try to get into iRacing, I should say. There is a nice little 3-month subscription if you enter the giveaway on the World Online Racing Championship Instagram page. That is at worc.iracing. It is for first-time subscribers of the iRacing service. Unfortunately, if you already have an account, you cannot use the subscription. So if you're looking to get into iRacing, get started off here with the best simulation service on the planet, to be honest. Make sure you go check out that giveaway. You have a chance to win a 3-month subscription. That giveaway ends Thursday when the Dynamo Designs National Series heads to Iowa Speedway to kick off the round of 9. That's broadcasted over on Cable and Racing Network. Make sure you go check out Cable and Racing Network on YouTube, as these guys are rolling around for the warm-up here, trying to get some laps in here on this track surface, see how it's going to start off here for the A main. Of course, every lap run on this track will carry over as we have a car up and over. And we'll see who's fastest here in hot laps preceding the A main. Ethan Harrison, fastest so far at the moment. Zachary Brooks and Desmond Busby. Like I said, those two are cousins. Brooks making his first ever start, so we'll see how the family runs here tonight. Tonight's event will be preceded with a 3-wide salute to kick off the night. So if you're not familiar with the 3-wide salute, we've broadcasted quite a few of them here on WORC TV, and we actually had a 3-wide salute for last week at Eldora Speedway. That was a great race there. We ran 75 laps there. Back-to-back Crown Jewel races here late in the season for the Dirt Late Model Tour, and the season concludes next week, hopefully back on OSR Network, the original broadcasting service for the Limeade Media Dirt Late Model Tour. Make sure you go check out series presenting sponsor Limeade Media on Instagram at limeade.media. It might just be at Limeade Media. I honestly can't remember right now, but make sure you go check them out on Instagram. As you see there, that 51 who's sharing a pit with Desmond Busby, he is running a Limeade Media car tonight. Great sponsors of WORC. Great guy running that whole shindig there. So make sure you go follow him on Instagram at Limeade Media. Make sure you guys go check out another presenting series sponsor here of the World Online Racing Championship and WORC TV. That is the O2 car of Josh Patterson. He's not here on track. Dynamo Designs. If you're looking for any iRacing designs or anything of the sort, make sure you go check out Dynamo Designs. You can find him on Facebook at JP Designs, pending a Facebook name change request there. Our third presenting sponsor of the World Online Racing Championship this season is the Keystone Corner. Make sure you guys go check him out on Twitch and follow him there, as well as go subscribe to, or excuse me, go follow his Instagram page at the Keystone Corner. TheKeystone As hot laps will conclude, Ethan Harrison will put down the fastest lap here of any of these guys. And now it's time, folks. 100 big ones here tonight here at Kokomo Speedway. Weather for tonight's race as the sun is starting to set, 70 degrees outside, 63-degree track temp, 5-mile-an-hour wind speeds. It's about 7:45 local time here in Kokomo, Indiana. 1% humidity, partly cloudy skies for tonight. Kokomo Speedway is a quarter-mile track located in Kokomo, Indiana at an altitude of 830 feet. They host some of the premier races of the dirt racing world. They're very popular for sprint cars specifically, so very excited to see here what these late models can do ripping around here. 100 laps, unfortunately, at a quarter-mile track, that only equals out to 25 miles, but it is going to be a grueling 100 laps. And if you've ever driven one of these dirt cars or you've seen them race, you know that it may look like it's 25 miles, but 100 laps is very tiring, and these guys are going to, I mean, it may be virtual sim racing, but I can tell you for one that even after last week running 75 at Eldora, a track that most people find favorably easy, it's not. Well, folks, the time has come here for the Kokomo Nationals. 100 laps here at the Kokomo Speedway here. We thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. This one is sure to be a big, big race.
Hang on, we're not going green, not going green.
3 wide salute to the fans here, folks. These guys are really good at this 3 wide salute thing. They've been doing it for 2 weeks in a row now. You wanted the best. Well, some of them have come here to the World Online Racing Championship. They will double it up right here and get ready to go green. They'll pace it around to the pace truck here. Desmond Busby, Derek Keltner, your heat race winners. Looks like Busby's willing to take the top here on the initial start. They'll double it up. Great discipline in this field here. Busby, Keltner, Benningfield, Boudoir, the top 4. Front 2 rows here coming to the green flag. Here we are, 100 laps starts right now. Busby, Keltner off to the races. Keltner doesn't fire off very well on that start. He'll slide up to the top side here. Lots of chaos through the field early on. Guys fighting for that top lane. Gene Wolfe and Ethan Harrison contact. They both save it back here. Meanwhile, looks like Ryan Martin, Ethan Harrison, Jay Mulder will be the tail end of the field here. Mulder trying to run the bottom early on. It is a top-heavy race, so up through the top 5 it looks like. As Corey Boudoir up into P2, he's a championship contender. He's looking to beat out Justin Benningfield, Josh Patterson, Desmond Busby, and more for this championship. Busby, the dominant car this season, he's missed a couple of races, which has hindered him in the point standings. He leads early on here, and the yellow flag is out. Looks like it might be Ethan Harrison. No, not really sure what the yellow flag is for. If it could be Ryan Martin or not. Looks like it might be Zachary Brooks. Maybe the cause of that incident. We're going to pull up the WORC replay real quick here and see if we can figure out what caused that incident. Because it's not really evident what did cause the incident, to be honest. I believe it might have been Ryan Martin. Oh yeah, it was a little mix-up there, right here. It looks like it was Ryan Martin and Ethan Harrison. We'll see right here that 9 of Ryan Martin was running outside of Jay Mulder. Got a little too sideways into the corner. Harrison had nowhere to go and ran him right over. So unfortunately, that'll do it here. Ryan Martin should be all right. Ethan Harrison should be all right as well. He tagged the wall a little bit there, but he'll be fine. They're doubled up and ready to go back green flag racing here. Busby and Boudoir fire off on Busby's command, and he will take the lead here. Get back to the top side quickly here. Justin Benningfield stuck on the bottom of the racetrack here, and he's having a fight with Zachary Brooks to get up there into P4. As Brooks wheeling the top, Benningfield on the bottom. They're still side by side here for P4. Coming off corner exit here. Chris Brown, we haven't seen him in a few weeks here in the Dirt Late Model Tour, but he loves Kokomo. He's a native here to Indiana. This is his home race, and surely he was excited to come out here, try to run 100 laps. He's up to P5 here. Lots of contact back here. Looks like we had Patterson, Zabot, Wolf running 3 wide here for a moment. Jay Mulder trying to get in the mix there in that 51 Limeade Media machine. Like we said, go check out Limeade Media on Instagram, at Limeade Media. They're doing a lot of exciting stuff over there, and they do some iRacing commissions too. That is a Limeade Media. That's one of the better looking late models we've seen all season long. Great job done by that Limeade Media crew. Patterson and Gene Wolf side by side here. Patterson will clear him on the top side. Meanwhile, Justin Benningfield, he's falling backwards so far here, running that bottom line. We'll see if he decides to move to the top at some point here, as he just got passed by Chris Brown. Looks like he's in a battle with Scott Smith, and we'll see if he falls in line in front of Ryan Zabot. He will not. Back up front, Busby is checked out. Boudoir is checked out as well. The racing is for third right now up on that top side. Zachary Brooks in line with Derek Keltner. And Chris Brown as well right up there. Like I said, these things will not turn early on. Scott Smith, there we go. Benningfield got back to the top side here. Zabot tried to go to his inside. And now they've got a train of cars behind them. Patterson, Wolf, Harrison, Mulder. And I believe Ryan Martin at the tail end of that thing there is he's struggling with that 9 car here early on. Back up front, lap 15. Desmond Busby continuing to wheel that 82 machine around here. Absolute dominance from him most of the season. He's got the most wins, and he's slowly climbing up that WORC all-time wins list. And the yellow flag is out. Looks like it may be Gene Wolf and Josh Patterson here. We will back it up a little bit, and we will try to see what happened here. Here's Wolf and Patterson. They were running bumper to bumper here, and Patterson went to the bottom lane. Got kind of stuck down there, and I'm not sure what may have happened with him and Wolf. I'm not sure if maybe one overcooked it into a corner, or what exactly happened here. Oh, there we go. There's your wreck. Looks like Benningfield and Zabot got together. Wolf came down the track. Patterson had nowhere to go. That's unfortunate for both of them. Looks like they'll be okay though. Pretty minimal contact, just unfortunately a lot of it enough to send Wolf and Patterson around. And unfortunate for Patterson, he's a championship contender here, not having the start to this 100-lap feature that he was hoping for. Like I said, Dynamo Design's one of the presenting sponsors here at the World Online Racing Championship. If you are looking for any iRacing commissions, look at that beautiful scheme right there. Make sure you go check out Dynamo Designs. You can find them on Facebook at JP Designs. They'll have that nice Dynamo Designs logo there as that profile picture. Back up front, 2x2 here. Busby fires off, and Brooks tried to get a little bit of a jump, made some slight contact with Boudoir. Unfortunately, that actually kind of cost Brooks some time. That sent Chris Brown all the way to the bottom lane, and Brown might be subject to getting trained here, as that bottom line just isn't quite in yet. Never mind, caution is out. Scott Smith around. Gene Wolf involved. And oh, somebody came flying by there late in that one. I believe that was Benningfield. So this is coming to the green flag here, and we'll zoom it forward a little bit here, see what may have happened. A lot of chaos here, as looks like Smith was wheeling the middle lane and may have tried to do a crossover. Looks like some netcode there with Benningfield. Unfortunately got him turned around. Didn't look like there was any contact there, unfortunately. So this will be a single file restart coming up, I believe. We did not make it a green flag lap, which is good for a guy like Chris Brown. He got stuck on the bottom. The Jay Mulder, he's moved up to 7th there. He gained a few positions here with those couple cautions. Ryan Martin, he's up to P9 there in that number 9 car. Gene Wolf rounding out the top 10. Like I said, Josh Patterson, we're talking about him. And the Dynamo Designs Belfort Property Restoration Limeade Media number 02. Up on the top side, single file for this one, firing off here.
Green, green, green.
Everyone in a line. Hopefully they'll get it going more than a lap this time. As I hear some car contact already with the outside wall with some of these guys. Jay Mulder wheeling the top side here. He's moved up into P6. He might have a chance at a top 5 here. Zachary Brooks still stuck on the bottom lane as he's trying to make that work here right now. And he is wheeling that thing. Look at that thing. Left front in the air. You don't typically see that in these late models, but like I said, these things have so much fuel in them that they're going to be lifting that left front quite a bit for most of this race, especially trying to wheel that bottom. You are losing quite a bit of turn there. Chris Brown looks like he moved to the bottom for a moment on Derek Keltner. Couldn't quite get it done. Keltner running P3 right now. Ryan Zabot up into the top 5. Jay Mulder has single filed out into P6 right now. He's got Gene Wolfe right behind him. Wolf on a charge here. Zachary Brooks and Justin Benningfield going at it. Josh Patterson and Ryan Martin dueling it out here. Two guys part of the admin team here. Two great friends as well. Martin on the top side, Patterson on the inside. And Ryan Martin really pivoting that car. Oh, center of the corner. He's going to actually run into Gene Wolfe. And Wolfe has been involved in the past 3 yellows. Not sure what's going on there with that 800 car. We'll see what happened here. He was running the top side. Looks like he may have gotten to the outside of Jay Mulder perhaps and got caught up in something. Not sure. Oh yeah, just a big stack up. Tried to check up in front of Jay Mulder. Zachary Brooks ran him over and Martin had nowhere to go. And these guys kind of getting a little wild here. We're only 30 laps in. They've had a few cautions. Hopefully they get that fixed up a little bit here. We're going to pull the stream start soon graphic up just for a moment. All right, we're back here pacing once again. I believe that's our 4th caution of the night here. 2x2, Busby fires off once again from the top side. Green flag is out. Back here we have Zabot running the middle. Keltner running the middle here. Keltner 4 wide for a moment there. Zabot, Brown. Gosh, I couldn't even tell who else was in that thing, but up front, 2x2 for P3. Chris Brown, Derek Keltner, Ryan Zabot, Justin Benningfield all throwing their hand in there. Chris Brown will single file out in line. Zabot running the middle lane, Benningfield on the bottom. They're going to be 3 wide off exit here. Zabot's going to clear himself up to the top side, and Benningfield is actually working that bottom. And now, oh, contact Zachary Brooks around. He saved it. Unreal. What a save by that 184. Unfortunately, I'll knock him back a few spots, but great save by him. As these guys are really impatient right now. Justin Benningfield doing a great job on that bottom. He's been there the whole race. He's just been waiting for it to come in. And honestly, when you bottom feed like that, you get accustomed to running the bottom and you're just a lot more comfortable down there. Ryan Zabot, we see him there tagging the middle lane. And Chris Brown all over the rear end of Derek Keltner. He's going to move to the inside of Keltner now. We'll see if Brown throws a slide job. He's actually trying to roll the middle of the racetrack here. Not going to get anything done. He'll clear back up to the top side here. And Keltner now moves to the bottom. That's an interesting choice here on that line. He actually pulls away there. Great line by Derek Keltner there. As Ryan Zabot is all over the 136 of Chris Brown right now. Good battle here for P4. Justin Benningfield still in that mix as well. Rolling the bottom lane here. Further back in the field, not much action. Looks like we have Ryan Martin battling with Zachary Brooks. That's for P11. And Jay Mulder, Josh Patterson stuck up in the wall. Brown and Keltner still going at it here. Brown tags the wall a little bit. These guys battling really hard for P3. Corey Boudoir is checked out from those guys, and even further up ahead of the field is Desmond Busby. This guy, man, I'm telling you. He's missed a couple races, but he's still a championship contender. He is one quick cat out there, and he's about to start putting guys a lap down. You see Ryan Martin up there, the first car that might be subject to going a lap down. He's wheeling the bottom down there, and he'll get passed by Busby. That's the first car going a lap down, and then I wonder how these lap cars are going to affect this battling going on here. Back here for P3 as Keltner moves back to the bottom lane, and he's doing really good at it. He's managing to pull away from center to the exit of corner. So great job there by the 500 of Derek Keltner. Chris Brown still all over him. Back here for 5th, Zabot, Benningfield, and Wolf going at it for position. And Benningfield, he's been on that bottom lane, but that's where that lap traffic of Ryan Martin was. So we'll see how that one goes. As Gene Wolf now getting by Benningfield. Looks like Josh Patterson wheeling the top side. We'll see if he can get by Benningfield as well. As Corey Boudoir, he will now get by the lap traffic of Ryan Martin. And Zachary Brooks has just gone a lap down as well. Looks like Jay Mulder and Scott Smith battling up here. That's going to be right in front of the leader, Busby. Mulder actually pings the wall pretty good there. He and Smith dueling it out here, bottom to top lane, and it makes me wonder what our leader, Desmond Busby, is going to do to get by him here. We'll see if he's aggressive or not with it. As obviously he's got quite a bit of time to Boudoir, 4 seconds to be exact. As Desmond Busby is just putting a hammering down on these guys. Jay Mulder looks like he's going to peel off the wall. Maybe no. We'll see if Mulder's still there in that line. He is. He peels to the middle of the racetrack, but Busby's still there. And it looks like Mulder was able to move out of the way in time for Busby to get by him here. Corey Boudoir, he's moved down to the bottom lane now, as he's expected that one to come in now for quite a while here, and he's moved to the bottom. Looks like Derek Keltner is on the bottom still, as these guys are racing around lap traffic. Ryan Martin, Chris Brown still on the top side. Brown now going to throw it in to the corner. He will exit a little towards the middle. Can't quite get the pass done here for a top 3. Working hard for that podium here in that 136 machine. He and Keltner have been a great battle since we went back green. Ryan Zabot, P5, Justin Benningfield, P6. Benningfield actually making back up some ground now that he lost running the bottom, as he's working to get into the top 5 here. That's exactly what he needs here, fighting for this championship with just 2 races left next week at Volusia, the championship finale. As Benningfield, he's doing a great job down there. He's trying to race with Zabot, and now Josh Patterson, he's caught up to Zabot and Benningfield. He's trying to get himself up into the mix here. Halfway through this one, and Desmond Busby's running these guys down from behind to put him a lap down. As Ryan Martin looks like he's going to go multiple laps down here. Gene Wolf right in front of Desmond Busby. Obviously, these guys don't have to move. They don't have a blue flag here. Obviously, the leader can come up over the communication system and say, hey man, can you get out of my way? But Desmond Busby is doing a great job here so far. As Busby stays in line with Gene Wolf. And Gene Wolf is holding up Desmond Busby currently for the moment. We'll see if that gives Corey Boudoir any opportunity to catch on him here as Busby's moved to the bottom lane. And Busby cannot get by Chris Brown here, or excuse me, not Chris Brown, Gene Wolf. I was speaking of Chris Brown because he's actually moved up into P3. And he's pulled away a pretty big gap to Derek Keltner here. He's actually running down Corey Boudoir very quickly. That 136 has caught some steam. And if we get a caution here, he might have something for Desmond Busby. He's putting the fastest laps down on the racetrack right now. And Busby stuck in some heavy lap traffic. Wolf, Patterson, Benningfield, Zabot. All of these guys right in front of Busby. And obviously, like we said, Busby has a huge gap. He can be patient. But Boudoir and Chris Brown now battling for P2. And obviously we are no stranger to seeing Chris Brown up towards the front, and he has made a charge. Like I said, he is still currently putting down the fastest laps on the racetrack at this point in the race. He's just stuck in a little bit of a tight battle here with Corey Boudoir, and that's going to hold them up for a moment here. Busby finally getting by Gene Wolf as he moved to the bottom lane. And Wolf throws a slider on Zachary Brooks back there. That's not for position, I don't believe. As now Zabot's on the bottom as well, and man, Busby just stuck in all this lap traffic here. Look at this. He's going to try to put a slider on Patterson. Patterson's going to have to check up a ton. That was an aggressive slider there. Chris Brown has firmed himself P2. Corey Boudoir has moved back to the top side. Chris Brown is coming quick. He's closed up to 4 seconds to your leader, Desmond Busby here. Busby now fighting with Ryan Zabot here. He's going to try to slide up in front of Zabot, and he will clear himself pretty consistently here. Chris Brown has slowed up here for a moment. He and Busby running similar lap times here, kind of plateaued. Lap 66 here. As Busby just keeps ticking these lap times off. Justin Benningfield is going to be the next car to go a lap down. Busby's lapped all the way up to P5 right here. That is Benningfield. And it looks like he could put him a lap down and slowly move up to Derek Keltner, as Desmond Busby is on another level right now. There's P5 a lap down. And we will see if he gets to P4. This might be one of the greatest drives we've ever seen here in WORC's history. There's only one person with similar lap times to him on this racetrack. That's Chris Brown, and they're running the same lap times. Brown is just too far back right now to really do anything, try to make up some ground. As we see Busby back there, and Chris Brown's lap time slowly falling off now. Busby has plateaued him. Busby stuck behind Derek Keltner here. We'll see if he throws a slide job. No, Keltner goes to the bottom. He's going to be lapped up all the way to 4th, guys. A caution's probably the only thing that could hurt Desmond Busby here, and I'm not even sure that would 100% hurt. Absolutely phenomenal pace. He's just a straightaway behind P2 Chris Brown right now, as Brown has lost a second and a half here, searching all over the racetrack, just trying to find anything and everything, as I believe he got caught up in some lap traffic as well. Some good racing back here, though. Patterson and Wolf tail to tail here. Benningfield up here, P5. Oh, Gene Wolf and Josh Patterson actually make contact. Patterson's going around with Wolf. They save it. Lots of contact there. That'll drag Ryan Zabot back into this one. And I'm not sure what happened with Patterson or Wolf, but they made some heavy contact there. I was really surprised to see them not go around, as Busby is lapping P3 Corey Boudoir, and Chris Brown is losing tons of time quickly here. Busby might put the whole field a lap down. Absolutely unreal, blistering pace from that 82 machine tonight. We've seen him dominate some races, but we've never seen him this quick to where nobody can compare to him. As Patterson, he's lost some ground to Gene Wolf right now. There's Zabot, there's Jay Muller. He's the next car in line position-wise. Running P9, Zachary Brooks, P10. Ryan Martin, P11, as he's over there. Looks like Ethan Harrison, he's sitting on pit road. Scott Smith is disconnected from the session. So there's Busby, there's Chris Brown. 4 seconds separate them on the racetrack here, and Brown is just losing time quickly here to Busby. I mean, that is a rocket ship that the 82 is driving there. There's not much to say about Busby right now. He's just, wow. Absolutely phenomenal here. As not really any battles on the track right now. Ever since that contact with Patterson and Wolf, there hasn't really been any cars close together. Some of these guys are going 2 laps down again, as Busby makes his way through the lap traffic here. I can't believe this. He might lap all the way up to PT. He might lap the entire field. And that is, like I said, that's something we have not seen from him. And there was a moment there where Chris Brown was the fastest car on track through the middle run. He clicked off from being 11 seconds back to 6. And then the lap time just fell off for him. Busby kept it going, and I'm not sure if Busby was saving or what happened. He was in clean air for a little bit of that run too, but that's Chris Brown right in front of him. That's the next car in line. We'll see if Brown can hold on for 13 laps here on Desmond Busby, but Brown is praying for a caution, and Corey Boudoir is praying for one right about now as well, so he can get back on the lead lap via the lucky dog. As these guys cleaned it up, they were a little wild early on the first 30 lap portion of this thing. They've since cleaned it up though, and some good racing through the field. Zachary Brooks, he's called it a night in that 184. He pulled it into the pits here. And we'll see if Brown can hold off Desmond Busby from lapping him here. Busby are on the top side here. Chris Brown will close the door on him temporarily. And we'll see if Busby's a little patient, maybe toys with him a little, tries to throw a little slider here at the end of this one to put him a lap down. I don't think we're getting another caution, folks. Busby, wow, he got sideways. Great correction there, straightening it off of corner exit. And nobody is coming close right now to where Desmond Busby is on this racetrack. Lots of lap traffic up ahead, and Chris Brown nearly a lap down here. He went to the bottom, and there it is, side by side there. That's the whole field lap for a moment. We'll see if it persists. We'll see if Gene Wolfe holds Busby up there or not. But Chris Brown went to the bottom to try to stay ahead, and just couldn't get anything done. Some contact there. Busby splits Gene Wolfe and Jay Mulder. Gene Wolfe is in the wall in front of Chris Brown. A caution's the only thing that might hurt Desmond Busby, and even then there'd only be one car to compete with him. Absolute insanity here. Busby tags the wall a little bit. Gene Wolfe kind of a thorn in the side of Chris Brown here, trying to even have a fight to finish on the lead lap here. As for a race where Busby's ran the wall pretty much the whole time, that right side of the car is actually not as bad as I would imagine it to be. Chris Brown stuck behind Gene Wolfe here. Wolfe is riding that wall, and a couple laps to go here for Desmond Busby. It's been a very clean 100 here at Kokomo, and white flag this time by. He's going to put Derek Keltner 2 laps down. He's almost put the entire field 2 laps down. No words can describe the dominating pace we've seen here today from Busby as he comes off of 4. He's your winner after 100 laps here at Kokomo. Chris Brown will come home P2, and Corey Boudoir will come home P3. Wow. We'll see if Busby parks it here for Brian Clausen on the podium up here. Looks like he's going that direction. He is. Good job, Desmond. Fireworks in the background there. Chris pulls up next to him to congratulate him. What a drive for that 82. He parked it. And give us just a moment, folks. We're going to go to commercial break, and then we will bring you guys some post-race interviews.
The field is rolling on the back straightaway.
Get ready. This is going to be tight. Out of turn 4, ladies and gentlemen. The All-American 400 is underway.
Gotta be careful. The bumps here can get you every time. Entering the corner, exiting the corner.
Welcome back, folks, here live on WORC TV, and we are going to have post-race interviews now with we're going to start off with our race winner, Desmond Busby. Desmond, you're in the WORC TV booth, buddy. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely phenomenal pace on your end, buddy, and we've seen you dominate quite a few races here in WORC, but we've never seen you not only lead every single lap, but you lapped the entire field. What is it about Kokomo that made this dominance so much different from where we've seen you here previously?
Oh, man. I don't know. I didn't really expect to actually do that. I mean, a couple weeks ago, we ran a bunch of laps here because we were practicing for a race. coming up, and I guess I got super comfortable here, and yeah, I mean that's kind of crazy.
I mean, yeah, there's not much words to there. I don't really have many questions to ask you. I mean, you didn't really have a difficult time getting around this place at all, and I mean, honestly, you've missed a couple races, but with the drop week included, you're still very much a championship contender, and your hopes are definitely alive heading into next week at Volusia. What's your take on how Volusia treats you, and if you think you have a chance to stay ahead of Benningfield and Boudoir and Patterson and fight for this championship next week?
Yeah, Volusia is one of my favorite tracks. I'm pretty comfortable there as well, so hopefully I can run good there.
All right, man. Well, before we let you go, do you have anybody you want to thank tonight after this absolutely dominating performance?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my team, D1RT, Brooks Motorsports, Digs by D1RT, Duct Tape Racing, Base Racing Fuel, you for the broadcast, and everyone who watched.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. Absolutely dominating performance for you here tonight. Blistering pace from you in that 82 car, and we'll see you next week over on OSR Network competing for a championship at Volusia.
Yep, see you.
All right, that was Desmond Busby. We're going to pull in P2 to the booth now in the form of Chris Brown. Chris, you're in the WORC TV booth, buddy. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, Chris, there was a point in time about middle of the race, about 60 laps into this thing, you were putting down faster lap times than Desmond Busby. Unfortunately, things just fell off, but a good drive for you. You qualified P8 and ultimately at a track that obviously for about the first half of that feature and of course for the heat race was very top heavy. You made it work in your favor to get a P2 here, and it's been a few races since we've seen you here, Chris. So take me through your drive through the field and battling it out with some guys. You had a really good battle with Derek Keltner for a handful of laps, and just take me through all of that.
Yeah, I was just trying to buy my time there. I'm not really good when it's tacky out. I have to wait until the track slicks off, and then I start getting by guys. So just biding my time there, waiting for the track to start slicking off. There's 100 laps, just being patient. So eventually I was able to get by those guys and get up to second. Just didn't have, obviously, anything for Busby there.
Yeah, still, like I said, dude, great race from you though, able to get through the field here and put your 136 up in P2. Ultimately, another podium finish for you here, and I don't know if you plan on racing Volusia, but if you do you have anything that you might be planning for next week?
Just try to get better when the track's tacky. I'm awful when it's tacky, super slow. I just can't go anywhere until track slicks off with these things for some reason. So try to get better there. We'll see if I'm here next week. I'm supposed to be starting racing here pretty soon in real life. So getting prepared for that.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, that's part of the reason why our season ends next week here is that racing season coming up. We know a lot of these guys not only wield the virtual dirt cars, but they wield the real life dirt cars too, and they work on them and all that jazz. And I know you're working for a sprint car team, so obviously good luck to you guys all season long. But before we let you go here, Chris, do you have anybody you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, thanks to Whiteout Performance. Without them, I wouldn't be on here. They paid for my subscription. Kristen Jones Boudoir, that's my sister-in-law. She takes some risque photos, and they're pretty good photos. So if you're ever around Ohio, look her up. You guys for putting on the league and the broadcast. Appreciate that.
All right, Chris. Well, congratulations on P2 tonight. Hopefully, in the event that you're able to run next week, you come home and you can bring home finish better. I know you've won the dirt late models here at Volusia before, so it wouldn't be the first time you've made it to victory lane, especially in WORC overall. So congratulations, Chris, on P2, and hopefully we'll see you around.
All right, appreciate it, man. Have a good night.
You as well. All right, we're going to bring in P3 now, Corey Boudoir. And Corey fighting for that championship as well. We're going to see his thoughts here. Corey, you're in the WORC TV booth, buddy. Do you have a copy?
Yes, Braison, I do.
All right. Well, Corey, great run from you all season long, really. But tonight you seemed pretty steady in P2, especially when the track was tacky early on. But as it slicked off, you dropped a position to Chris Brown, and ultimately, not a single person on track had even half the pace that 82 car had. But what's your take on your pace for tonight and your pace for the season heading into the championship finale next week that'll hopefully be broadcast on OSR Network?
Well, that bottom came in there for about 10 laps middle of the race, and I should have never went down there.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is a very top-heavy track tonight for sure, and obviously that's the nature of Kokomo for the most part. And yeah, there was a point in time where it came in towards the middle, and we saw some guys running down there the entire night. Justin Benningfield, the guy most notably who ran down there all night long. But Volusia next week, a big race for you. You, Justin Benningfield, Desmond Busby, and even Josh Patterson still has his hand in the candy bowl for that championship. What are you looking forward to going to Volusia, and what is your optimism looking like?
Well, I'm hoping I only got to finish 2 spots ahead of Benningfield, because that's what I've been doing all season long, and I do believe I'm the only one that has all top 10s in every start that I've done, and most top 5s of the season as well.
Yeah, actually, I want to say I had all top 10s until Knoxville, and I think it's my only non-top 10 until tonight. So I know how hard it is to get all those top 10s since I've been racing here all season long, and I know it's been very impressive for you, Corey, and ultimately a podium finish here tonight, championship race next week. Before I let you go, do you have anybody you want to thank tonight?
Well, OSR Network, which hopefully his internet is fixed for later on. You can go check him out for another league here at 9 o'clock if he's got it back. And Random Designs Paint Services, Fonseca Miller Racing, Veedwerks, Save Stock Car Racing. And if you're friends with Chuck Ellison on Facebook, go at him and vote for his dog Lightning and the America's Favorite Pet.
All right, man. Well, um, great job to you tonight, earning that podium finish here. Another top 5 for you. Obviously, as you've said, you've gotten tons of top 10s this season. Wrapping it up next week at Volusia. We'll see you around, Corey. Congratulations on the podium.
Heck yeah, thanks.
All right, guys, that's Corey Boudoir, and well, that'll do it for us here tonight from WORC TV. Sorry that the broadcast was a little choppy, and if there's any issues, any mistakes or anything of all. Unfortunately, kind of hopped in here last minute. I was expecting to be driving one of these things on track tonight. Next week's championship finale will be on OSR Network. Go check them out on YouTube at OSR Network. Go check out our Asphalt Oval Series on Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time at Cable and Racing Network on YouTube. Make sure you go check out our sponsors, series presenting sponsor for the Dirt Late Model Tour, Limeade Media on Instagram. Go follow them at Limeade Media. JP Designs/Dynamo Designs on Facebook. Go search them up on Facebook. JP Designs. iRacing schemes start at just $5 a pop. That's Josh Patterson. You saw his beautiful car out there tonight. He can make you one just like it or even better. And our third series presenting sponsor of the season, the Keystone Corner. Make sure you go check him out. Follow him on Twitch at twitch.tv/the Keystone Corner. Go check him out on Instagram.